We are building the Philippines. Welcome to our home.
Welcome to the Building the Philippines 1-year anniversary video. Cannot believe we're 1+ years in this house.
Yes, it's hard to believe.
The time has just flown by, guys, and I'm sure it has for you as well. So we wanted to do this video, one, to let you guys know how we're doing, and number two, to show you how the house is doing 1 year after construction, and then show you some of the things that we've added to the house throughout that first year. And then we're also going to talk about some of the projects, the bigger projects that we're going to be doing over the next year. But before we get into all of that, we want to thank everyone for their support. And for you guys, longtime viewers, we appreciate it very much. And then for all the new viewers, thanks for joining. So if you have not already subscribed to our channel, Building the Philippines, please consider doing that. And that just shows that you support us, and it gives us some energy to do more videos.
Yeah.
So we do really appreciate you guys when you subscribe, you watch our videos, you give us the thumbs up, and share our videos. And then we do also like the comments. If you guys notice, Wilma and I answer all comments. So again, this is our 1-year anniversary video, and let's get at it. All right, so number one, I think we'll talk about the area in which we picked. We decided to buy property here up the mountain in Darwin, Negros Oriental. We're about 35 minutes from Dumaguete. Elevation of 640 meters. That's about 2,150 feet. So I'll ask the boss, what do you think about the area in which we picked?
I love it. It's very nice and nice view, and it's very quiet here. Yeah. So it's I like the area.
Yeah, I think we hit a home run when it comes to the property. We really wanted an ocean view. That was like number one on the list. So if you guys are thinking about buying a property, you really should make a list and then prioritize that list, what's most important. You know, maybe you don't care about an ocean view. Maybe you want a mountain view. Maybe it doesn't matter what type of view you have at all. You know, all these ideas are individual, and you know, you should make a list that will help you, you know, as you're looking for property. One of the number one things for us was ocean view. And then of course we wanted to try to find some elevation for the weather to be cooler, because it's definitely much cooler up here. About 10 degrees cooler than at sea level, and that's 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So that helps a lot with your utility bills. You don't need to use aircon most of the year, and it just, you know, it just helps out financially as well. It is very quiet up in this mountain. Yeah. I think over the years, there is a lot of construction in this area, so I think it's going to get busier and busier. But we really did want to find a secluded area where we can have our quiet time, but yet close enough to go to Dumaguete in just 35 minutes, where you have good hospitals, Western style food, Western style restaurants, a nice boardwalk, you know, all the amenities that just makes life better. We do have fiber Wi-Fi up the mountain. That's also something to consider, but nowadays a lot of people are switching over to Starlink. So when it comes to the area, I think we hit a home run.
Yes, we really like it here.
All right, so next up would be the structure of the home. Pretty important.
Still standing.
Hasn't fallen over yet. So we're very happy. The house has done very well over the first year. It's held up, and very surprising that the paint on the outside still looks good a year later. You would think with all this sun, the paint would fail, and it really hasn't. The big panel windows that we have in front of the house, the PVC type, holding up very well, no leaks, very solid. They lock and unlock very easily. Very happy about that.
Yes.
Some of the things that we added, when we moved in, we didn't paint the patio yet around the pool. So we did do that after we moved in. So that was a project that we did. And I believe that we're going to eventually tile the 2-meter overhang as well as the concrete patio around the pool. So that's a big project here in the next year. And then, as you guys know, we added a Kubo to the property, and that's something Wilma always wanted. So you like the Kubo?
Yes, I like it. And friends like it too, because he hang out there during the day.
Yeah, much cooler with a Kubo. I mean, you sit outside in the carport and you get a nice breeze, and it's nice. But when you sit out with a Kubo, I guess it's the grass.
It's the grass roof. Yeah.
Really makes sitting outside nicer. And it gave us, we had 12 people in the Kubo not too long ago.
Yeah.
We had our brownout party. We had 12 people in the Kubo, and it was fine. So it just gives another area for people to get out under the sun. And then we also enjoy it. And like Wilma said, Prince loves it. So that's the exterior of the house. I think it's held up very, very good. And then that's a few projects that we're going to do here in the near future to do some upgrades. So the next big project that we accomplished the first year was adding solar to our property. And guys, that was a home run.
Yes, no more brownout.
No more brownouts. We basically eliminated our electrical bill. We do get a small bill every month, but geez, overall, I wish that we installed solar when the house was being constructed, but that was just my ignorance of not knowing how well it would perform, and of course, the added cost. But we love it. We're so glad that we did it. No more brownouts. Our electric bill is so tiny. It's about $15 a month US. So we're very happy that we did it. And it was a project that was well worth it. So the next thing we want to share with you guys is regarding our dirty kitchen. I think having a dirty kitchen in the Philippines is a must. Having that second kitchen that's outside to cook when it's very hot, or when you're cooking fish or anything that's going to be a little smelly, it's nice to be able to cook that outside. But what we have learned, and this is a tip for you guys, is we feel that we need to put a traditional ceiling in the dirty kitchen, as well as walling off the side that's open. And the reason for that is a lot of the dust and debris. We have a lot of breeze here, basically year round.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, a lot of dirt and debris funnels up into the dirty kitchen and really keeps it hard to keep the dirty kitchen clean. It's kind of odd to say that, right?
Yeah.
It's a dirty kitchen, but we're trying to keep it clean. But I think that that's a project that we're going to try to take care of as soon as possible. Actually put a proper ceiling in and install some LED lights, and then wall off and then put a window and a door on the open side of the dirty kitchen. Tile, ceramic tile the floor. So basically just an upgrade to that area, just to make it more like a room part of the house. Of course, we're going to have to have some exhaust fans to exhaust out the smoke while we're cooking, just very similar like we do right behind us, where you can see the exhaust fan right behind us. So we'll have to install one of them as well. But we feel having an open, dirty kitchen in the Philippines is not exactly what we expected.
Yes.
And it's just too hard to keep clean. So next up is we'll talk about our pool. We're so glad that we installed the pool here for many, many reasons. A lot of people do comment, you know, pools are too hard to take care of.
Yeah, that's what we thought too.
We thought that, and it's not true. It's actually very easy to take care of. We only chlorinate the pool, and we buy a certain type, so that may have something to do with it. But we buy a 90% chlorine, and we only put chlorine in it twice a week, Wednesdays and Sundays, and that's all we have done for the first year. The water remains crystal clear. Now, during real sunny periods, you do need to put some water in the pool from time to time, maybe once or twice a week. You just top off the pool, no big deal. And then vacuuming is really the only chore.
Yeah.
And that happens to be my job.
That's you. I'm the one keep the house clean, and he's in charge with the pool.
I'm in charge with the pool. So with construction, you guys know a lot of dust gets in the pool, and it's just what it is. It is a challenge, but during normal conditions, when construction will be done in this area, vacuuming the pool once a week, twice a week is enough. I'm vacuuming now about 5 or 6 times a week. Again, when normal construction in the area is over, about an hour to vacuum our pool, and it just stays crystal clear. It's really nice to have if you like to swim. So if you're thinking about building a house in the Philippines and you would think about having a pool, I would recommend it. It's real nice when you invite people over for a day, and you may have lunch together, you hang out, have a few drinks, and then everybody jumps in the pool. It just makes for an enjoyable day. Wilma and I find ourselves taking a late afternoon swim, either right before or right after dinner, and it really relaxes us, and we really enjoy it. So we're glad that we spent the money to have our own pool. So now we'll take it inside the house. We really haven't done much to the interior since we moved in.
Just furnish it.
Yeah, just do some little furnishings here and there. We added a china cabinet. We added a buffet. We did get one of the spare bedrooms set up for guests. The sitting room remains the same over the last year. So really overall, we really haven't done anything on the interior.
No.
We did hang a couple photos, some painting, some oil on canvas from a local artist. But really, that's it. We do have some projects that we're getting ready to do inside the home. We're going to do some crown molding here in the main room. We're going to put a PVC ceiling in our bedroom, just to try to warm up the bedroom a little bit. The entire house, the ceiling is cement board and white, so a little boring. So I think putting some crown molding will jazz up this room a little bit. And then in the bedroom where you want it to be the warmest, we're going to put a PVC ceiling. So that's 2 projects that we're going to do. We're also thinking about doing something with our main TV here in the main room, put some fluted PVC panels from floor to ceiling, and have a console inserted into the concrete wall of the house, like a floating console. So we've got some bids out there, and we're thinking about doing that as well. So as that happens, we'll do some videos to let you know. But other than those few projects, the inside is pretty set.
Yes.
Now, are you satisfied with the interior in your kitchen and things like that?
Yes, I love my kitchen.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's one thing Wilma really wanted, was you could see it in the background. She wanted the kitchen a certain way, with the island and the way that everything was set up. So the kitchen design was Wilma's, and it came out very nice. And the cabinets and the granite, everything is held up very good. No issues whatsoever. The floor, the grout itself, no cracks in the tile. Everything has really held together really well the first year. All right, so we would not do this video justice if we didn't talk about the stress of building a home.
And the challenges.
And all the challenges that follow. So anywhere in the world, it doesn't matter, first world or developing country, you're gonna have stress, and there's gonna be challenges when you build your own home. You need to hire a lot of people, you need architects, you need proper permitting, you need a good contractor. The contractor needs to have good workers to do a quality job. All that has to come together in just several months to have your house to be done properly. There's a lot of stress involved. And then of course, we always recommend to be on site as much as possible, overlooking things to make sure that your house is being built the way you want it to be built, that there's no shortcuts taken, and you're going to be happy at the end, because it's much easier to make changes while the building is under construction than to let it be built and then make changes later down the road. So was it stressful?
Yes, it was. Yes, I'm not gonna lie about it. It was.
It was definitely stressful. Now we can look back and chuckle on about some things a year later, but we got through it. It was doable. I think we had a pretty easy go of it, but we always hear of people in this area that have challenges, or you watch YouTube videos of people anywhere in the Philippines or anywhere in the world for that matter, where it's just a disaster. And you hear people that it changes their course of retirement, going over budget and things like that. So building is not for everyone. It's not for the faint of heart. So that's something you need to consider for yourself, and do your due diligence and make sure that it's for you. So guys, what did you think about the new format on this video?
Yes.
Took us all day to edit this video. We tried something new. It's called Picture in Picture, where you actually do a video of a subject, and then you can have yourself in a lower right-hand corner or left-hand corner, and have your audio go through the picture in picture. So it was a little bit of a challenge for us.
It is.
And we got through it. It took us like 6 hours to get through this editing in this video. But we wanted to make this video a little bit special. So what's next for our channel and Building the Philippines as a whole? So you guys heard during this video that we're going to be doing some real nice upgrades to the house over the next year. The dirty kitchen overhaul. We're going to try to make it as nice as possible with a ceiling and some ceramic tile. And really the big thing is to wall off that one end and put a window and a proper door to try to stop some of that dust, dirt, and debris from coming in the dirty kitchen.
It's too much.
It's just too much. It just seems like whenever there's any type of a windstorm or just typical any type of ocean breeze, it just pushes leaves and dirt and dust into the dirty kitchen. And then we find ourselves back there cleaning it way more than we need to.
More often.
Yeah, I know it's called the dirty kitchen, but it should not be dirty. A dirty kitchen still should be clean. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to do some crown molding here in the main room. We're going to do an accent wall here in the main room with our TV, with a built-in floating console, and then the PVC ceiling in the room. So that's quite a few projects that we want to get done. And we've already had a couple contractors up here giving us bids on those very projects. So we're going to be very close to getting them done. The next video that we want to do, it's going to be an interesting video. And what we'll do for this video is we'll put the link to the original cost video that we did many, many months ago. And we'll add it into the description box of this video, as well as the next one we're going to do. So this is what we're going to do. And I think this is going to be very interesting, and I hope it gets a lot of looks. So you guys know we did a costing video, and we broke out basically every piece of the build and give you a grand total of what it cost us to build this house. We broke out the land cost, the architect, the lawyer, the contractor, all the extras, right down to the furniture.
Yes.
Yeah, right down to the furnishings.
Yes.
So, you know, we really broke that down and did a nice detailed job. So if you haven't watched that video, watch that video. Again, the link will be in the description box. But then what we're going to do is we're going to take that information, and we've already done some work on that. and then do a guesstimate of what everything would cost today. As you know, in the last year or two, cost has risen all over the world, and inflation has also hit the Philippines as well. So I'll give you an example. We purchased this land for 1.8 million pesos. Today, land just like this sold for 2.5 million pesos. Same size, same view in this subdivision. So that is a 700,000 peso increase in just the year and a half that we've been involved in this build. So we're going to do that with architect, we're going to do that with contractor, right through, and do our best guesstimate of what we paid originally and what we would pay today, and then do the grand totals at the end and see how much difference there is. And I think we're going to be surprised together on how much more things cost now than it did just a year and a half ago. I think we're going to be shocked.
Yes, it's a lot more because of all the materials going up. The prices.
Yep, materials cost more, contractors are charging more, and we'll even talk to like our architect and see what additional charges he charges for doing the blueprints and all the work that he did. So we'll do our homework and give you guys the best guess of what it costs today, because you need to scratch your head a little bit and say, is it the deal that you think it is? We think we did a great job a year and a half ago, when we signed the contract to build this home. But with costs going up every year, is it as cost effective as it should be or as it need be? So it's something to really consider. A lot of you are looking to build homes now. A lot of you are looking to find land in this area now. And you really need to sit down and say, do I want to pay those extra costs? Because I don't think today you could build the house that we built for the cost that we did. So
No,
I think that'll be an interesting video.
Yes.
It'll be very, very interesting. So stay tuned for that. And then lastly, like and subscribe. We did a lot of work with this video.
Yes, guys, we did put a lot of effort of making this video.
Yeah.
So we appreciate very much if you hit that like button and share our videos to your friend and family.
Yeah, and definitely comment. We want to hear what you think. We also want to hear what you think about doing that cost difference to give you guys kind of a new look of what it costs to build a house like this in today's world. So let us know for sure. And then again, one more time, if you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. Thanks for watching.